Welcome back. Government and industry both talk all the time about what they have to do together and separately to build the cyber workforce of the future. One of the organizations that connects government and industry is opening up the options for doing that. Lieutenant General Susan Lawrence, U.S. Army retired, is president and CEO of AFCEA International. At TechNet Cyber 24, she tells me how she wants to open those options.
We have to look at how we are building our workforce from a younger age, and that includes our universities and colleges. And in my case, I promote trade schools. Experience counts. And so we talk about we're over 700,000 short of the cyber workforce. It's causing a strain on not only the military, but our other agencies as we go forward. So we have to partner with academia to make sure we've got the right line of individuals going into these STEM courses, and that's again, doing it at a very young age. We have now started a Signal Kids magazine. It's written by young kids between the ages of 11 and 15 about technology, about things in their world. And I tell people that the hardest interview I ever went through was with this 11-year-old who was the most inquisitive person, but it's so exciting. And we spent a lot of time spending on that. We spent a lot of time with our STEM scholarships, over $2 million a year last year. We spend a lot of money on teachers' grants. And we used to do it once a year. And now if a teacher wants to come in and ask for a grant, we review it and approve it immediately for that period of time in their school. So as we think about how we're going to make up this shortage of our workforce, it takes partnering with our academia partners as we go through. And again, we just added someone onto our executive committee who is a dean in Texas. In fact, 2 deans in Texas that we're now working with to talk about how we build this workforce. And we have to start early as we do it. The government-industry partnership is stronger than ever. And we recognize that, I should say the government recognizes, we can't do this without our industry partners. And I am absolutely convinced that key to winning is that we beat our adversaries to in the transformation race, in that we get to those technologies sooner. And that can't necessarily be done inside the government. It has to be in partnership with our industry folks.
I've met some very impressive young people over the years at some of your AFCEA chapters when they have introduced folks that they have sponsored with scholarships and in other ways in the STEM field. That work goes on at a number of different levels here. What would you like to see the industry folks that are here and the government do to kind of continue to partner with organizations like yours that are so active in that space?
Absolutely, and we are so blessed. We just got another new scholarship this year. It's a $5,000 scholarship that is focused on just that STEM. And so when we talk to our industry partners and we say the importance of this, and I'm an old non-commissioned officer, so I like to lead by example. I just started the Susan Lawrence Soldier for Life $5,000 scholarship for a young soldier serving at Fort Liberty, where I served. I got my Green to Gold scholarship and then was commissioned from Campbell University. So I've started that scholarship and just awarded my first one. So it doesn't have to be an industry. It could be anybody that believes in our mission, supports our mission, and can contribute.
We just have a minute or so left, General. You're headed back across the Atlantic Ocean to TechNet Transatlantic. Tell me about that and why that's important to you.
I'm very close to the European theater. I spent 6 years of my career stationed there. And of course, we did the drawdown. But when we look what's going on today in real world activity in the European theater or touching the European theater and the threats there in the European theater, I want to be able to have AFCEA support that partnership again, to be able to bring industry in, to not only meet with our European Union partners and see what their needs are, but all the U.S. forces that are serving over there and their ability to talk to industry and what's in the art of the possible, what is available today that they may not be seeing. So I'm excited to say we're gonna do it again this year, early December, and my goal is to turn it into one of our flagship events.
You can read more about TechNet Transatlantic and the cyber workforce issues General Lawrence talked about on today's show page at fedgovtoday.com. Up next, the Zero Trust Revolution is on at HHS. FedGov Today with Francis Rose continues in a moment.